Hello everyone and welcome back to episode 6 of our F125 Lewis Hamilton Ferrari career mode. Yes, we're back this weekend here at the Miami International Autodrome, ready for the Miami Grand Prix. Our second sprint weekend of the year. Of course, Shanghai was absolutely fascinating, but Miami, I'm expecting this one to be a whole lot tougher in the car. Of course, if you missed out on the video that went live from Jeddah, I would highly recommend going back and check it out. It's safe to say the championship fight at the front of the order is very much heating up right now. Max Verstappen tied with Yuki Tsunoda at the top of the table. Lando Norris is just 1 point back. George Russell is a further 1 point back as well. So 4 drivers covered by just 2 points after the opening 5 races of the year. Charles Leclerc, myself, we both had a tougher start to the season, currently down in P5 and P6. The team sat in a comfortable P3 this early on in the championship as well. We still had our best result all the way back in Australia. I would love to return to the podium this weekend. However, I'm not optimistic that's going to be the case. Miami, as we all know, is one of the AI's best circuits inside F125. Hopefully, though, this Ferrari, one of the best cars in a straight line on this game, so we can be a little bit more competitive. But yeah, get yourself subscribed if you're new. We're trying to hit 12k subs on the channel. This one is probably going to be a long one, unless I get a mechanical failure, which would be rather sad. Ah, there we go, chat. All sorted. Who do you think Red Bulls, what do you think Red Bulls should do about their second driver? Keep Yuki in for the rest of the year and focus on making next year's car drivable with the new regs. Focus on trying to keep Max, otherwise you're going to have a first driver problem as well. Yuki wishes he was second in the championship. Yuki can dream. All I'm going to say. Oh. My shoulders, chat. I don't know what I've done to them, but they are screwed. Oh no! Changeable conditions in the Grand Prix. What does that look like? Ooh, okay then. So, dry, wet, dry. That could be quite interesting. I know Shanghai was, I think, wet to dry, wasn't it? So that could be quite spicy when we finally get there this evening. That gives a bit of intrigue then, I guess, as we get into the weekend. Hey, welcome in, Toast. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Shoulders hurt from carrying Ferrari this series. That would be true if Leclerc had less points than me.
Welcome to the Sunshine State.
I like Yuki Tsunoda.
And we're ready
I really do.
Practice.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear it, Sam. Right. So, as we know, chat, this circuit, the AI are ridiculous. But I have done a little bit of testing. I think they're now better with the patch that released yesterday. They're not perfect, but they're better. So hopefully we are going to have a fighting chance here today. I just need to try and stay out of too much trouble.
I've had a chat with the R&D team about the new parts, and we're happy that they've been integrated into the car okay. With any luck, you'll be able to feel the improvement, so go and give them a try.
We'll make some tweaks ready. But I don't think we shouldn't need to change too much on the car ready for this one. Miami, like I said, I actually think it's a fairly fun circuit in F125, just not when the AI are absolutely destroying you. That's the only problem around this venue. Like, that's... If it was... Like, we've never had the AI not be OP around this circuit. That's the only frustrating thing. So, you never quite know how fun this track could be. Also, chat, I apologise in advance if I accidentally deafen you. I finally sorted out a qualifying one so we can watch the Delta. In qualifying. Sadly, when I go back to the normal chat, it does remove all of the messages. So someone's got an opportunity now to be first chatter again. But I've got that ready to go. So for both qualifying sessions, we can hopefully be able to sort that out.
Just a managed pace, like you would in the race. That's what's going to give us the best data.
So immediately then, I mean, this circuit has got no grip on it as we head out into practice. Not sure why they've lobbed me on a set of softs to kickstart this. That's not ideal. But yeah, I actually have already raced around Miami today, which is a little bit painful. It's not the circuit I would pick. Overall today, I'm going to do like 130 laps of this venue, which is not quite what I'd hoped for, but there we are. So, against the Delta then, when we use battery, we've got decent straight line speed. See, especially when DRS is enabled. Of course, that's going to be the first message. Hey, welcome in, Jamie. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Gonna get you all banned for that, chat. Either that or I'm gonna get banned. One or the other. Are you trying to attack the curb? But I mean, even looking after softs over 3 laps here in this might not be that easy. Hey, welcome in, Smith. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Matt did a thing, kind of. You cannot fix the chat. The way Streamlabs works, I believe it is impossible. Like, it just doesn't kind of cache the data properly. So you just always lose chat. But we should only have to make the switch twice, so it should be fine. There we go, first lap, nice and easy. Top of the board. We really do need to try and go through and get all of the R&D this season. Or as much of it as we can. I am only planning on this being a 1-season career mode, but if I narrowly miss out on the championship or something like that, maybe we'll have to go for it again? I don't quite know. I'm undecided. Ooh. Always remember, speed and power. Power and speed. They are the 2 most important things. Is that like surprise and fear? I don't think I ever knew that you played piano, Sam. Perhaps it's just me being stupid, but I don't think I ever knew that. See, that's the line you actually want over the curbs. That was pretty good. The most important thing is don't hit a wall. Now, the most important thing, based on the last couple of races, is don't read chat whilst I'm trying to drive. Hey, Harvey, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. That's my biggest issue, is I keep reading chat. In inopportune moments. That's why I crashed under the safety car in Bahrain, and then had that massive crash with Lando in Jeddah. We're able to so far get the R&D without pushing the lap times too much. I think you're better off avoiding that first big curve and then attacking the second one. I wish this car had a little bit more bite. Yeah, it's a little bit understeery, more than I'd like. I mean, I know it's only Friday and the track's not got much grip, but I might just up the wing a little bit. I know that seems pretty suicidal around here, but I think it's going to be worth it. Hey, no worries, Leo, buddy. What happened in co-op last night? Both races for me were actually quite quiet. I came P9 in Imola, P10 in Barcelona. So good points on the board. Gary didn't score all night. But yeah, it was just like both races were a bit weirdly quiet for me. Which is quite a surprise, especially in co-op. Oh, that's not the line. Sure, we're going to be doing that in the race as well at times. Would love to do this, but cannot do full lap races. It does take a while. Unless it's a very special race, I only do it on streams. It's like, if I was going to stream like a 50% race, it just wouldn't take long enough. Like, the stream would barely last an hour. But when you get like a sprint weekend, it's like 3 hours worth, which is quite crazy. Right, but there we go then. That's going to be first practice program in the books. Have you watched Top Gear, Matt? Of course I've watched Top Gear. Have I watched Top Gear? Oh, actually, I'm going to try a little bit more wing before I do that. Although, ERS tests, we'll run 18-15. Hopefully that just gives us a tiny bit more bite. Some of your streams are short. Yeah, the iRacing one. Sadly as well, I don't think we're going to be running Spa 24 this weekend. Gary's not available, and that leaves only 3 of us. And then it's also going to be like 34 degrees. So I don't think we're going to be doing Spa, sadly. But I might do like a cheeky little stream or something on Saturday. Like Saturday morning. Old school Top Gear was incredible. Do Spa, but you kip all day. Just asleep. Hey, welcome in, Callum. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Thing is, if we did Spa at like 8 AM, like I could stay up all the way through and then just sleep for a few hours Sunday. Yeah, the track limits through there are really odd. You cut that corner a little bit, warning. You cut it loads, no warning. It's really, really weird. Right, we may as well just save most of our battery ready for the other straight, I think. It's going to be the game plan here. But I need lots of purple scores. Have you rated any advanced food posts? We react to some of them live on stream. Because Dart does some fantastic cooking. Who are Chelsea playing? Is that like the FIFA Club World Cup or whatever it is? Oh, there you go. See, we made up most of the delta time there. Now just got to try and hopefully get it back in the green. Oh yeah, I don't think we're going to get a purple score in this one. I don't think we've got enough. Especially with how much battery I had to use down there and the understeer. That should just about be enough, maybe? No? Oh, how am I losing so much, man? Ugh, that was not the button I wanted to press. As long as I don't end up in the red, that's the most important bit. How are you meant to do that? It's near impossible. Is that going to be green? No, too slow again. Matt takes up all the bed and can't stream. There we go. I mean, I definitely cut the corner, but we got a green score. Matt knowing football. It's crazy. I'm begging you to steal the Super GT format for your new iRacing channel. The thing is, like, I think people genuinely underestimate just how good, like, how much work Steve's content takes. I would love to. And I might well do with some videos, but, like, I think people wildly underestimate how much time his videos take to produce. Hey, Emac, welcome in, buddy. Hope you're doing well. And OG player. So I'm trying to do a qualifying sim run then on a set of hards, because those soft tyres felt dead. And the thing is as well, I prefer live commentating. What's your question, Sigma boy? I can try and help. Hulkenberg P2. The podium return is on again. It's gonna happen. Once we've done this career mode, I might have to do a Hulkenberg one. Trying to win the championship with Sauber. Well, the good news is straight line speed now actually seems pretty good around here. Is the qualifying sim easier on the harder compound? Is this just something I've never known? Like, at the moment we're not doing that great, but we are about to gain hopefully a load of time. There you go. There you go, up into the purple. Yeah, I didn't realise suddenly now that we've got 2 Miami races going up today. Aston Martin driver career mode and this. All at Miami. And it is still one of my least favourite tracks on the game. Oh, I'm going to bottle the purple score again. That's a shame. Decent time though.
Program complete. Program complete. These results will do, although you could definitely
F2
do better.
preload.
Consider giving it another shot.
When the new F2 2025 cars are released, I will, as always, do a career mode with those. I could do... I've always thought about doing, like, a couple of other alternate series of the F2 cars. Does the TX servo base work with an Xbox Series S? It should do, shouldn't it, I think? I believe it is supported.
Sadly, it's time to say goodbye.
Well, there we go then. Despite being on hards, end up fastest.
We'll be back shortly for more Formula One action.
Interesting that Bortoletto and Norris both had a set of mediums. We had none of those, so they must have gone for a different strategy. My favourite circuit, Spa. Easy. Yeah, I think I've seen some of his TikToks. Pierre Gasly career mode's an interesting
Welcome back to
one.
Miami and
What, trying to
welcome
win without
qualifying.
me, I assume?
Only raw speed will separate these drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Where are you buying it from, Sigma boy? Amazon or... I had a look through Amazon, their Prime Day deals. There's nothing. Absolutely nothing. I think the Logitech G29 is on offer, but that's about it for sim racing gear. It was a good offer for the G29, but really disappointing.
Okay, radio check. Radio check.
Radio check.
Right, so as always then, in a sprint, we've got to try and do one lap on the mediums and then go softs. So we'll wait and see. I would assume we're aiming for like 25s in this. To a Max and join Mercedes. That could be quite interesting. Or go to Mercedes, go to Red Bull as Max's replacement. Get your predictions in though, chat. Where do you think we will finish sprint qualifying? If you're on YouTube, tell me in chat. If you're on Twitch, you can bet some noggins and hopefully win some points.
We've been pushed down to P19, I'm afraid.
Right, like I said, this first lap though is just going to be a bit of a banker. And then obviously we'll go back out on the softs right at the end of the session. So I don't even know what a good time is going to be here, but hopefully the Ferrari feels good. Not when I do that though straight at turn 1, that's not ideal. You've got to remember that for our second run. Like I said, it's a good job this is just a banker lap. Will this be flat out? Oh, I blended. Definitely flat out though on softs. Oh, we are making a hash of this, chat. Have I hit an apex so far? This is terrible. You even can see my throttle inputs as well. An optimistic third coming in. I did do an Andrea Kimi Antonelli career mode on F124 in F2. I then just never really found the time to then do it whilst he was in F1. What I'm debating doing as well, chat, because apparently for F125 VR has been massively improved. I could still be tempted to do like an F2 to F1 career mode where we do all of it VR cockpit cam. I think I can record it without too many problems, so that if it's better, that could be something I'm tempted to do down the line. Anyway, end of our first run then coming up. Trying to break nice and late in towards the final couple of corners. We're purple in Sector 2, so hopefully this is still going to be a decent representative on the board. It is going to be a 127.5 P16. That's pretty terrible, and I've got to get back to the pit lane because there's not much time to get back out there. Oh, we've got less than 3 minutes. We've got to get on with this. Right, that'll do. Not changing the setup. Oh no, don't press the wrong buttons. There's so many different career modes. I have been getting an itch to play F1 Manager again, chat. I've been getting a real itch to jump back on that game.
Okay,
I think we've got enough. We've got enough time to start another lap. Just a bit annoyed that we keep using too much battery on the out lap. Don't know what that's about. Right, come on then. Last lap of anger here in qualifying. I don't even know what time I need to try and beat because I didn't have enough time to look. I've given someone a nice slipstream up over the start-finish line. Oh, and again we've messed up turn 1. That's not good. No idea which McLaren that was, but despite finishing the lap and then me giving them a tow, still decided to be awkward down at turn 1. Into the S's. That's much nicer. There we go. That's a nicer line. I mean, I can't imagine we're going to see any of the AI improve. That's a good run off of the corner there. 6/10 down on Lance Stroll. How am I 6/10 down against the AI by the end of Sector 1? That's meant to be one of my better sectors on this lap. Oh, the traffic is bad. It'll be a miracle if we get this lap on the board, chat, without any issues. The AI are going to be so painful. Come on, George, move. The dirty airman, move. What's he doing? Go out of the way. Oh, we've lost time. This has gone so badly. Hopefully Bortoletto can give us a slipstream. Come on. I mean, he certainly has. Look at that. All tense up. This is going to be damage limitation by the end of this. I went down to first gear. That was not good, but we actually got fantastic hookup on the exit. We're going to still find 7/10 then with a disastrous qualifying effort. I think we're P10. We are P10. That's disappointing. There was definitely a low ball time in it. Definitely a low ball.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Well, there we are then. Max Verstappen and Lando Norris, half a second clear of anybody else there by the end of qualifying. Liam Lawson, somehow P4. What a lap that must have been from the V-Carb driver there to go ahead of Kimi Antonelli and Charles Leclerc. Jack Doohan inside your top 10, just ahead of Sainz and Oscar Piastri. George Russell down in P11. That'll be disappointing for him. Alonso down in 14th. And then Alex Albon down in P18 by the end of qualifying there. So quite a mixed up grid when all is said and done. That's kind of the joy of short sprint qualifying on this game. But we've got a lot of work to do, even if I just want to score some points. I think looking at those times, chat, we could have gone P3 with a perfect lap. I don't think we would have got close to Lando and Max, but there was definitely 6/10 in it. Definitely a low ball time in the car. Oh, here we go. We got our first kick bot of the night. Hey, great streamer. I can help you verified and also help you grow your channel and start earning $50,000 a month. Nice. Love to see that. Love to see that. Thank you very much, Mr. Kickbot. Starting a Vauxhall Astra. That sounds like a good plan. Can I do any more upgrades? I don't think we can. We've got no upgrades we can do on this car at the moment, man. We can almost afford that, but don't really want to. Has Leclerc... No, Leclerc's got 3 upgrades going on as well, so we could have the fastest car pretty soon. But anyway, sprint race time. I reckon we can get some points. Again, bet now. If you're on YouTube, let me know down in chat. If you're on Twitch, you can bet some noggins. And hopefully, we can score some points. Hey, welcome in, Fox. Hope you're doing well, buddy. You've come just at the right time. We're getting into the sprint. So, chat, I wanted to ask your opinion as well. Is Twitch going to hate me for this? Like, is this something I don't want up on a Twitch stream? Will they know? Will they care? Who knows? I quite like it there. I think it looks cool. Plus, it also means I can go boop. Which I don't do much, but I can see myself in it. Boop. Was the patch help with the AI
it's all about
speed?
Speed
Yes.
in today's sprint. Not very many
Hey, it's
laps
good to
and
see
no
you as well,
chance
Fox,
to get
buddy.
ahead on strategy.
Twitch don't care,
Who
they don't
here
watch
today
you.
has
That is
the
probably a
raw
fair
skill
statement,
to
Smurf.
take them to the top.
Clearly someone at FOM watched me when I got banned.
Sitting at the southeastern coast of Florida, the Miami International Autodrome has 19 corners.
Like, apparently
and
I could get banned now
3.36
for, like,
miles of
having
racing.
YouTube chat on
It's a
stream or
circuit
something.
designed
Really
to
odd.
encourage close racing while meeting
Yeah.
the highest
Unless I'm
safety
live streaming
standards.
F1 events
Either
and then
way,
Twitch
I'm sure it's one
right
that will
on me like a
please the
hawk.
fans. Off the back of a fantastic qualifying
Right,
session,
I assume there won't be any
it's time
grid
to see
penalties.
how
Ready
our
for this?
starting grid looks for today's sprint. Max Verstappen put in a fantastic lap yesterday.
can't. There's normally
and he'll
not penalties
start
for
from
the
pole
sprint.
position. And Lando Norris lines up alongside. Considering the rest of the grid,
Well,
we
we'll watch
have
the grid run now. We'll see what they
Sonoda,
say.
Lawson. And
I reckon it was
Antonelli
toast.
and
I reckon he
Leclerc.
reported me to Mr.
Doohan,
FOM.
Sainz, Piastri, and Lewis Hamilton.
So I think the goal is try and get
Russell,
Piastri at turn 1 chat,
Gasly,
and then after that survive.
Isaac Hadjar and Fernando
Lewis
Alonso.
Alonso fan. That is a
Stroll,
brave combination.
Hülkenberg,
Welcome on in. Hope we're doing well.
Esteban Ocon
And
Alex Albon.
Pumal? I'm probably butchering your name.
Bortoletto.
I
And Ollie
apologise.
Behrman rounds off the grid. Which of these drivers will get pole position today? We'll soon
Why has
find
Ollie
out.
Behrman been to Turkey, chat? He suddenly got really
And
odd
alongside
hair.
me today, a man small in stature but big on comment, Anthony Davidson. Hello. Well, they
Is my
say that
graphics
a
card
change
starting to
is as
die?
good
I
as a
hope not.
rest, and,
Oh,
well,
that
there's not
speech
much-
annoys me. Every single sprint race. What time is it where you
Okay,
are?
let's have a comms
It is
check,
currently
please. Radio check.
20 minutes
Radio
past
check.
7 p.m.
Right, I know you're hot in the cockpit, but your tyres are going to be even hotter. You're going to have to work extra hard today to keep them cool.
I reckon we can't really gamble hards, can we, for this? I think we've got to stick with the mediums. We could see a safety car or a red flag, though. The AI'd like to go for spins around here, so we're going to wait and see what happens. I'm just going to dive into it, though. Sprint race Saturday here in Miami. No stops, hopefully, going to be the key. 5 red lights. And it's lights out, and away we go, then. Not off to a good start, though. Piastri has sent it to the
Okay,
outside.
we're monitoring somewhere on the internal combustion engine. Be aware that we're going to start to see a loss of power.
I did get scared for a split second then that Jack Doom was going to turn across my nose, but hopefully, yeah, there we go. We made a move on that one as well. So that's really ideal at the start. Oscar Piastri, though, making plenty of progress wheel-to-wheel with Carlos Sainz, and no longer wheel-to-wheel with Carlos there because he's absolutely mugged him. Can we get up into the points as well? Yes, we just about can. As we'll Sainz the wall on the exit the corner. Verstappen's already bolted. Looks like Tsunoda's moved up to P2 then. So a good start for the second Red Bull. As their drivers tied in the World Championship early on this season. But clearly still, we are lacking straight line speed. As is that Norris, Lawson and Tsunoda 3 wide in towards this switchback section. That surely can't end well. They're still 2 wide. As Lawson and Antonelli, what on earth is happening? I've never seen the AI do that inside this game. Genuinely, I thought they were hard-coded that it was impossible. That is a crazy start to this race. Hey, welcome in, Nathan. Hope you're doing well, buddy. I don't think I've ever seen that before inside F125. But my big thing is here, I've got to be so careful of not outbraking myself down at the final corner. That's going to be the big danger zone for me. As based on lap 1 then, tyre wear shouldn't be too much of an issue
We can now
around the
use
circuit
DRS.
either.
DRS now available.
So even Grand Prix might just be a simple one-stop. Medium over to hard. As, yeah, Antonelli now moving past Liam Lawson, so I think that qualifying pace might have been a bit of a flash in the pan early on for him. Oh, I can't. Nose in. This is where we're normally quite strong, though, through this corner. AI can often struggle just a wee bit. But I think, yeah, management is going to be key, as there you go, Leclerc now trying to find a way around him as well. So will Oscar Piastri, so Lawson is sinking like a stone early on here. We've just got to bide our time a little bit as Piastri. I mean, I'm just hoping we can follow Oscar up the order right now, but he's making a lot of progress very, very quickly. Surely Leclerc won't back out of it, and he won't. Good news there from our teammate. He tries to keep himself in the fight. Ugh!
Okay, be careful with the front wing. You've taken some minor damage.
That's annoying. Just thought Lawson was going to be a little bit quicker, but apparently not. Hopefully that's not going to cost us too much, chap. As Verstappen, yeah, he's gone. Unless we get a red flag or something, Verstappen's won this.
Okay, take it easy on the car. We can't sustain this level of damage.
Oh, that damage is not fun. Oh, man. Rip front wing, lap 1 to lap 2. To be fair, we're not losing too much. Like, I think we should be able to still get Lawson quite soon, because he's got no DRS. But then after that, it might be a question of just trying to seat him. Look at the speed we've got still down this back straight. 230 miles an hour to the inside. There we go. So hopefully if the AIs still keep battling, there's a chance. Unless I do that. Oh, get inside the DRS of Piastri, that would be useful. Oh, it was exactly 1 second. I think we've just about done it. Have we? No. That's annoying. It's those little things that can make all the difference by the end of a Grand Prix, chat. So So we have got to be a little bit careful, but I'm hoping that Antonelli, Leclerc and Piastri are going to just have a bit of a fight. And if we can keep the gap, you know, going up against Liam Lawson as well, that would be useful. Those are like the main goals here. Yeah, so that right-hand side tyre as well might get quite worn out by the end of this. Sainz now has made a move on Lawson as well. So Liam Lawson, P4 on the grid, already out of the points
Okay,
in the sprint.
gap to the car in front, 1.7
Hey, fair
seconds.
play, Fox. Good on you. The world is a better place when more people are honest about who they are. Watch out, there's a wall there. There's walls everywhere around this circuit. Ow. No, no, no. That wall's gonna catch me out. Like the one at Jeddah, that wall will catch me out at some point. Yeah, that might be a little bit weird.
Yellow flag.
Oh, yellows. Someone's breaking out. It's Verstappen! Is it? It's one of the Red Bulls. It is! Max Verstappen's out of it! On just lap 4 of the sprint race here, the Dutchman, our World Championship leader. Second mechanical failure of the year, I believe, for him. And he is out of it. Shame it's not a safety car or a red flag. Otherwise, I'd take the opportunity to get a new wing. But I guess that helps us out in the championship. It also means that Verstappen will have to start the race probably from the back of the field. So he's in big trouble.
No tyre concerns at the moment.
Verstappen
Just
has
focus on the drive.
Verstappened, as Crofty would say. Oh, here we go. Carlos Sainz is going to get a run on me, I would have thought. Yeah, there you go. Clean around the outside there by the Spaniard. Not a lot we can do about that one. Don't spin. I mean, if we span right now, it would probably at least give us a safety car, but I can't start implementing Crashgate this early on. Down the inside. We need the DRS, though. I think, yeah, I've definitely claimed that. Thank you. Oh, Russell? Where has that straight line speed come from? So going to be 3 wide, then down the back straight temporarily. There you go. Well, hang on to it for now, chat. That's all we can do. There was Verstappen, Max Verstappen this time.
Right, the gap to the teammate ahead of us. 3.
It does mean, though, chat,
seconds.
if the race were to finish now, Tsunoda would be leading the championship. Because he's now got a comfortable lead up front. Which is quite impressive for Yuki. That front wing damage getting worse. I swear it was only green earlier on. Now it's like yellow. Who knows? I mean, look at that from Sainz that time round. Oh no, that's George again. That explains it.
Okay, focus. We need to stay on form.
Oh, Sainz as well. Huge speed. Is he going to be able to do anything with it? Oh, Russell locked up. Think he knew what was coming. There we go. Beautiful. That's the line we need to be doing a bit more. Leclerc's up to second though, chat. Maybe this could be a good opportunity for us tonight. Down at Ferrari. As long as I don't bottle it in the race, there could be a real opportunity for some points. Don't drink and drive F1 cars, kids, otherwise you could be spinning like Max Verstappen. Is that what happened, was it, at Silverstone? He had a pint on board with him. Obviously, I would never condone it in a Grand Prix, but it would be fascinating to see, like, F1 drivers drunk driving. Like, they should do that at a post-season test. Like, you know they were planning on doing, like, that rookie race or something. What they should actually do is every driver has to have like 6 cans of Stella on board. And then they go out and race. Like, who can handle their liquor the best? That would be incredible. First warning. Gotta be careful of those. Chat, have I just fixed Formula 1? Like, this is the problem nowadays. The drivers are all too good and analytical and everything like that.
4.8 seconds.
Like, imagine that. They're like all on 6 pints of Stella. Why has nobody got a run on me this time? No, they're all waiting to go past. I mean, all we can do is try and make this Ferrari as wide as possible. I'm basically doing the Kevin Magnussen strat. That was close. But it worked. Yeah, Tyler should be fine though to get to the end. They're certainly not going to struggle on it. Should do it on the sim map. That's also very true. A simulator would probably be better for that. Maybe I need to do that, chat. Do I do... Well, will you get demonetized on YouTube for doing that? Like, if I, like, tried to do a time trial lap somewhere, and then had, like, 4 drinks, and then tried to do another one. Like, for science. How to DNF in a nutshell. Open lobby's wild struck. Ugh! What's Russell doing? Oh, Russell's got front wing damage now as well. I didn't see him there, trying to go for it. Oh, he's going to be slow now. Sorry, George. Ugh. Ugh. YouTube, you'd hope, would be cool with it. Everyone in open... Yeah, everybody in the lobby has got to be hammered. That would... to be honest, I think we'd actually end up with cleaner racing. Like, at least if Sam was hammered, it might mean that he can't manage to hit me. Maybe that's the strat chat. Maybe that's the play. Maybe that's how I make open lobbies fun. Any idea what they fixed in the patch today? They basically made the AI less OP in a straight line around some circuits. Oh, there we go. Yeah, Russell's in. So George Russell cannot continue with his front wing damage. Bit of a shame for him. But it's one less car I've got to try and defend from. I'm quite surprised to see the tyre wear as low as it is. Like, obviously, with the changeable conditions in the real Grand Prix, that's going to make this really interesting.
And gap to the car in front, 6.2 seconds.
I don't know what the XRT is, I'll be honest. I mean, look at that. Carlos Sainz, nothing I can do. Got to be so careful you just don't go into the back of the AI. That's the only problem. Like, I'm genuinely struggling more with that than anything else here. So I've just got to make sure that I keep going for moves, otherwise Sainz will get away. Ugh! Sainz locked up. I locked up all 4 wheels as well. That got a little bit scary.
Nice move, good job.
Well, we're over halfway through the sprint, chat. I feel like we're doing a pretty good job so far. Alright, just trying to defend from all of these guys as best as we can. But we have got quite a big train now behind me. Which sports should be televised as hammered? I think all sports could be fascinating. Like, imagine a boxing match where they're both just at their skull before the fight begins. Like, it's just 2 big guys that just go like that at each other. Basically just pawing at each other. Oh, Alonso's got a huge run this time. Oh my, how many cars are there? 1, 2, 3 going by. Esteban Ocon, could he complete a miracle? I've just sent it to the inside of everybody. Ow! Oh, I have no idea what's happening. No! No, no, no. 10-second penalty.
Okay, red flag, mate. Red flag. No overtaking, please. We'll see you in the pit lane.
I love this. I absolutely love that. So I get span out. Admittedly, it was a bit of an aggressive dive
Okay,
bomb, but I get a
this is
10-second
essentially
penalty.
a free stop, so let's think very carefully about our strategy for the rest of this race.
I mean, we're going to have to go super aggressive now and basically hope for a miracle towards the end. That is annoying. Toast has a
Deja vu here,
reputation.
but a good opportunity to get this start spot on. Come on.
There we go, lights out, away we go again then. And I said this place, you can always see some red flags, and well, that's exactly what's happened then, to the inside. Well, with everybody, I saw a gap, I saw an opening, it's not worked. It is really not worked. What's going on with the car? Oh, I can't even fix it because I'd already span. Oh, damn it. I don't think we've got any damage though this time, apart from the underbody. That's annoying. That's really, really annoying. Well, we're certainly not taking any points out of Max then tonight.
Okay, so you've taken damage to the side pods. Expect to feel a little bit more drag than normal.
Just retire. And we've got to try and survive every lap we can. Oh, we've got yellows.
Caution.
We've got yellows. Who's slowing down? Is that George Russell?
Someone's come off ahead of you. There's a yellow flag ahead.
Who is it? Who is it? Oh. Oops. Who is it breaking down? It is Pierre Gasly that is out. That's disappointing for him. Magnussen mode. The side pod damage actually isn't too bad inside this year's game. Like, they picked up
no
Pierre's
issues
car
with
pretty
tyre
quick.
wear for now. Keep taking care of them.
That denies us any opportunity of trying to get back past him. I mean, the 10-second penalty was the real nail in the coffin there. Like, we were never going to be able to do anything with that.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Like, how on earth Sight spins me out and I get a 10-second penalty for it? That seems to be a common glitch, though, around this track. Like, if you spin, the game immediately gets you done. I have no idea why. Like I said, I guess the goal now is just try and see if we can catch up to anybody. Isaac Hagel's not got any DRS, surely he could be vulnerable. Because what on earth happened to Russell then? Did he just get screwed over as well? Because no, I didn't spin off him, did I? No, he had the front wing changed, didn't he? So he was right down the back of the grid anyway. Yeah, that was the kind of thing that maybe Lance Stroll would do. The thing is, I saw an opening, chat, and I went for it. That's what's sad. As Ayrton always said, if you no longer go for a gap, you're no longer a racing driver.
The side pods have taken damage. You might start to pick up a little bit extra drag.
Well, I reckon we can jump Isaac again by the end. Maybe create another red flag. I don't think we're going to be able to do that. I think we might struggle on that one. What this does also mean is that Yuki's no longer leading. If we'd ended up in a scenario where Russell was leading ahead of Norris and Tsunoda, we could have a three-way tie at the top of the World Championship.
Okay, keep an eye
That
on
would have been
gap
quite
ahead,
cool.
please. 5.3
I know I had
seconds.
that in, I think it was Driver Career, wasn't it, last season? Where Oscar, Max, and Lando were all tied. Yeah, we're not even taking any time out of George, so no idea what's happened. Ugh. What's going on with the brakes? Yeah, the soft tyres is probably not the one you want to go with here. They don't work that well. Hey, there is Zinzan, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. I guess this is good kind of data ready for the race. Ow. I just need to try and get through the Grand Prix without damage. That's the main goal. Must be the brakes. Oh, absolutely. Must be the water. Hey, Nola, thank you for the follow, buddy. I appreciate it. Welcome on in. Thought this was a sprint. It is a sprint. I forgot this was a sprint, sorry. Yeah, it's a terrible one. Both of the US sprint weekends are ridiculously long inside this game.
Serious damage to the underbody. Repeat, serious damage to the underbody.
Well, can't imagine it's as much damage as has been done to my ego, Mark. I don't think any of the soft compound runners, though, have had much luck. Oh, Sonoda's winning again. It's the battle for the World Championship lead up the front. Slow down enough to crash out whoever was leading. That's quite risky, though, if you end up going a lap down. Because then you... I don't know, I think if you're a lap down under red flag, you do get the lap back. I don't really want to find out, though. Ugh. Brakes on a Formula 1 car as bad as a lorry. Alan Prost once described his Ferrari as a truck. Maybe I can do the same. Come on, nose in. Come on, we're less than 3 seconds behind Hadjar. We can surely get him by the end. Russell has made zero progress.
19.3 seconds.
Ugh. What is that? Hey? I think I need to move the brake bias forward. Wait, no, forward. How much front brake bias do I need to run on this car, man? That's ridiculous. I might lower the pressures a bit more. Like, genuinely, what could I have done there? Like, it just instantly locked the rears up on me. Yeah, that whole thing about how we might be able to get Hadjar by the end, not optimistic anymore. Not that it makes a difference anyway.
Pre-warned, the floor is now critically damaged.
Is the floor getting more damaged? The engine's overheating. What on earth is happening to this car? It's falling apart. A wheel's gonna fly off at some point soon. Ugh. I approve of your Hulkenberg beat. Hulkenberg has more podiums this year than Lewis Hamilton. Hulkenberg has more Ferrari-powered podiums in his F1 career than Lewis Hamilton, chat. How scary is that? To be fair, I'm trying to think, when was the last time a Ferrari-powered Formula 1 car that wasn't a Ferrari got a podium? Was it Sauber back in 2012? I don't think it's happened since then, has it? Because they've only powered Sauber and Haas in the turbo hybrid era. And obviously Haas have never had a podium. Why the 10-second? Because EA F125 is rigged. If you DNF, you'll still finish 18th. If I can get to the end of this lap, we will officially be classified. I mean, how are we no quicker than a wounded Hadjar? How am I losing like 2 seconds a lap to everybody else? We need to get a better qualifying session under our belt so we're not dealing with the midfield. That, I think, is the big problem. Oh, Toast is going to get banned. Still no MotoGP videos. I just haven't had time to get back on it, man. Yeah, I bottled it. Exactly. No, we went 4 wide, and unfortunately I was the one that got spammed. Which is a bit of a shame. Oh, I need a warning light. We might take some grip penalties. Yeah, we might start the race from the back. Maybe we can just use Verstappen to drag us through. I'm like 80% certain the car has just been damaging itself more as we've made our way through this. Like, the engine is so overheated. That's horrendous. Rear tyres are cooked. The only thing that isn't hot about this Ferrari is its pace. Even Leclerc's fallen off towards the end. Yeah, the soft tyres do not work around here, chat. We will not be using those in the race. But at least we've learnt that now.
Okay, here's the gap that we're trailing the car ahead by. 10.
Doesn't seem like the sprint is going well. It feels like I spend a lot of time in this series running at the back of the field. I can't drink from a water bottle without thinking of that. That is slightly alarming, but also understandable. Right, one more lap to go then. Here from the Miami sprint. It's been terrible. I want to put the sprint race behind us,
Let's go.
use the data, and try and hopefully do well in the Grand Prix proper. I mean, even just everywhere the back end is trying to break free. We might well spin on this last lap. I mean, it's just so understeery. It's like the 2014 Ferrari. It both understeers and oversteers at the same time. It's absolutely terrible. I mean, look at those temperatures. It's shocking. Maybe take the hards and go for mediums in the Grand Prix. That'll exactly be the plan, although we have got wet weather in the mix. So we don't quite know what's going to happen yet. Tsunoda, though, he's going to take the lead of the World Championship with that result here today. Able to beat out both McLarens for the victory this evening. What a start to the weekend that'll be for young Yuki. Basically handed to him, because Max Verstappen had a mechanical failure, but it means that everybody else has an opportunity to jump the Dutchman as well in the championship. Shame we haven't capitalised on it. It's through the final corner. P18 here on Sprint Race Saturday. This Ferrari was absolutely terrible. At least I can finish in style, I guess. Didn't even hit a wall.
Take care of the car on the way in.
Yeah, I'll be keeping the Inters on standby.
Still did a really great job during the weekend to pit stops, thanks.
We haven't done a pit stop yet, Lewis. What are you on about? That was a disappointing one. Just going to say.
With the sprint concluded, join us next time for qualifying. And of course, the main event, this weekend's Formula 1 Grand Prix. We'll see you next time.
Well, there we are then. Yuki Tsunoda takes the victory ahead of Oscar Piastri and Lando Norris, Charles Leclerc, Andrea Kimi Antonelli, Ocon, Doohan and Stroll, rounding out your point scorers in the sprint race there. I mean, look at that. Leclerc, 12 thousandths of a second clear of Andrea Kimi Antonelli by the end of that. We won't talk about the fact we were 53 seconds off the win after my penalty was applied. What does that do to our championship? Well, it means Tsunoda now has a 3-point buffer ahead of Max. Verstappen a further, 3-point buffer ahead of Lando. Max is another 5 points back. George Russell still in P4. But Leclerc as well, slowly bringing himself into the fight. We've been jumped by Oscar Piastri. I refuse to be beaten by Lance Stroll in this game. That's going to be a big one that we're going to have to keep an eye out on as well. Only drivers yet to score. Gabriel Bortoletto, Isaac Hajar. I want to see them both score this year. But let's get into real qualifying. I'm not going to give Lewis his 8th World Championship with that performance. Yeah. I mean, we're what, a quarter of the way through the season? It's not looking fantastic at the moment, but it just takes a couple of good races, and he's stringing together some great results. Get your predictions in, though, chat. Where are we going to qualify ready for the real GP? Only time will tell.
Welcome back to Miami and welcome to qualifying.
Yeah, I don't know
Only
how
raw speed
Ocon
will separate these
survived.
drivers today, but the question is, who's got what it takes to get pole?
Well, my main goal in qualifying, then, is just to get a good... Oh, yeah, I need to change the engine, don't I?
Radio
I forgot
check.
about that.
Radio check.
Radio check.
How worn is everything else? 28, 47, 26, 36, 6, 29. We can do that. We've still got enough time, then. That's fine. That's okay. Saying P12. I reckon we could be on for a good qualifying effort. If I can get a lap hooked up, I reckon a top 5 is doable. Ferrari also, yeah, are not giving Lewis a car worthy at the moment. Charles has done a better job with it. But yeah, Lewis... It certainly won't be this year, but hopefully 2026 Ferrari can nail the regs and Lewis can cook. Because Lewis versus Charles for a championship fight would be brilliant. Right, anyway. We've got a couple of fresh components in the back of the wagon then. We've already got 16% wear on that front right, thanks to Fanatec.
We've dropped to P20.
So let's see what we can do. I've just got a brake earlier into T1. I also forgot to change the brake pressures. I forgot to do everything I said I was going to do with this car, chat. Oh, come on. I mean, this is luckily just a bank lap, because it's not going well so far. 3/10 down on Gasly in Sector 1. Why am I so bad in Sector 1 against the AI? I guess we're losing a fair bit down to Turn 1 every time. That was good. Happy with that. There we go. 4/10 up then on Pierre Gasly. What time is he set, actually? I've got no idea. 1:27.1, so hopefully this is going to be a 1:26 immediately then. It's not a bad benchmark, but certainly not fantastic. Just nice and tidy. Nice and tidy. That final corner throttle is awful. Every single time. Up over the line, though. 1:26.6. We go P12. Honestly, I'm shocked. That felt a lot worse. The S's are diabolical. It'll end up like 2007, only Charles instead of Fernando. The thing is, we still need Charles to actually prove he's capable of competing consistently over the course of an entire season. Like, that's the big one with Charles. I'm going to move brake bias slightly rearward again. Right, I'm going to need to sweat on this lap, chat. We need to qualify up towards the front. Otherwise, we're going to be in big trouble. Luckily, this time around, I don't believe we're dealing with any traffic, which is good. I was going to turn the overtake mode off anyway, just to make sure I got enough battery to start my lap. But top times are about a second faster then, so we're just going to have to be mindful.
We can push down to P12.
Oh, that is not a good way to start the lap. Come on, little Ferrari, show me what you're capable of. Let's just try and get a good time on the board. Oh, I feel like I broke earlier, but still not quite able to get the car where I need it. I mean, look at that. It's just all over the show, man. Cannot get this car where I need it. A little bit tidier through the S's. Get it to the apex. I mean, that's better, but still not good. 6/10 down on Antonelli in Sector 1. How terrible is that? I'll be happy if we can find like 4/10 by the end of this lap. Because the second half of the lap felt pretty good. So I'm getting a warning for exceeding track limits there. That's good going. That was not good. Having a nightmare. Still quarter of a second up though somehow. I'll try and carry a bit more speed down the back straight. Got to do about that. Oh, that was bad. How on earth did I find a 10th by doing that, chat? That's utterly bizarre. The physics on this game is still so weird. No idea where we are.
Work to do, so let's keep pushing, guys.
P5. Honestly, I've got no idea how we managed that, but I'm not going to complain. What a weird lap. Leclerc fastest. Okay. Was not expecting that then. So Charles Leclerc on the pole, ahead of Yuki Tsunoda. George Russell back up at the front in P3, just ahead of Verstappen and ourselves. But I mean, everybody right behind us then was incredibly bunched up. So we basically got to the front of everybody else, I think, at the end of this. 14 thousandths quicker than Oscar. A couple of hundredths quicker than Lando. And then Alonso, Sainz and Stroll inside your top 10. So Antonelli, he'll be a bit disappointed. But we know Verstappen should have grid penalties. I don't know whether I'm going to have grid penalties. But P5, it's better than I thought it was going to be. Don't bottle your P5, please. I most definitely will. Don't you worry. Money on DNF. That time round, I think I lost myself time by taking far too much through the chicane. But yeah, the AI don't... The thing is, the AI gains so much speed elsewhere that I don't have any remorse about doing it. Like, unironically. I'm quite happy to do that because the AI are OP around so much of this lap. If we've got a grid penalty anyway, chat, I'm going to be really disappointed because I would have just taken more penalties. Choose your strategy, not the team. I've got a game plan for this. I think we're going to start on hards, get to the wet period, then go mediums after the wet period if it dries up enough. Or do I start on mediums and then go inters, then hards? I don't know. There is going to be a simply monumental incident. Probably. I think it's a safe guess. I say he bins it. Also quite likely. I love how much hope you've got for me, chat.
Florida is no stranger to world-class sport, and as of 2022, the USA's Sunshine State.
So, fun fact,
is
chat.
now
I
on
tried
the
to do an
F1
intro for a
calendar.
video once,
Welcome back
and
to
I
the Magic
accidentally
City
called this
for the
circuit.
Miami Grand
I accidentally,
Prix.
called Miami the Sunshine State.
A lap
And I
of the
didn't
Miami
realise it
Grand
until
Prix
like 5
features
minutes later.
3.36 miles of track
So I had to
around
redo
the
the
Hard
intro.
Rock Stadium.
True
And 19
story.
corners
I think I've still
make
got the
up
clip
Miami
somewhere.
International Autodrome, which will challenge the drivers in a tight wheel-to-wheel race.
Believe in Jesus. Jesus will help me. I reckon we'll make it through this one.
Off the back of a
without any
fantastic
problems.
qualifying session, it's time to see how our starting grid looks like for today's race. A fantastic effort from Charles
So
Leclerc
Leclerc and
yesterday,
Tsunoda still
and
on the
it's
front
put him
row.
on pole.
I'll be
And
on the
Yuki
second row.
Tsunoda completes the front row. Looking down the rest of the grid, we have Russell,
Yes!
Hamilton, Oscar
Fantastic.
Piastri, and Norris. Fernando Alonso.
They need to bring back
Sainz,
classic cars in F1. That would be good.
Stroll,
I'd
and
love to see
Alex
some classic
Albon.
cars back.
Antonelli, Lawson, Nico Hulkenberg, Doohan, Behrman, Hadja,
So Max is at the back then.
Bortoletto, and
Ocon's
Esteban
right at the
Ocon.
back.
Verstappen
And Gasly,
Pierre
of course.
Gasly
Yeah, he had
picks up
penalties
the
as well.
final
He had a
grid
mechanical
slot.
failure.
That's it then. It's time to
This
go
is also
racing
what I thought,
as we
Toaster.
head down
I think
trackside
that
for
probably
today's
sums
race.
up Florida anyway pretty well.
And alongside me today, former Formula One driver and former world champion too.
Wait,
See,
Charles,
told
eh?
you I'll give you a big intro.
Why did you say
Anthony
Charles was
Davidson, hello. I know
that in
what
the
we've got to do
championship?
before the start of today's race, but
Don't want to listen. We need a compilation of all your bottles.
Radio check,
That video
please.
would be
Radio check.
hours long.
Radio check.
Right, mate, I know it's hot in that cockpit, believe me, but your tyres are even hotter than that. You've got to work really hard today to keep them cool, otherwise we're going to suffer with our performance.
Well, I think we should start on the hards then. Looking at when that rain is meant to roll in, I think if we go hards, try and take them to the rain, then go mediums, and then if we need another set of mediums at the end, that could work. That's going to be the goal, chat. 31 on hard, 26 on mediums. Thank you very much, Richard, for the sub as well. I appreciate it, buddy. The team reckon it's a slower strategy, but that's not really what we're doing. I'm going to opt for a little bit more spare fuel as well, just in case. But I think we're going to see safety cars and red flags. So, let's just see what we can do then. I need to keep it tidy early on. Lots of drivers actually on the hards. It's 5 red lights. It's going to be lights out, and away we go then. And we've done well on the start. Kind of. No, we haven't. Russell's mugged me. Can I go around the Exada George into turn 1? Yes, and Yuki? Surely not. Surely not. Come on, still wheel to wheel with Soda on the exit. I've given Leclerc an opportunity to run away. And there we go, Ferrari 1 and 2, chat, I believe, for the first time this season. Apart from maybe a few laps in Shanghai. That is what we want to see early on here. I absolutely love it. Now, immediately, goal number 1 is try and hang with Leclerc. Hold position for the championship. I just want to stay in the DRS of our teammate. I'm happy to hold position early on. Did the team know when the rain's coming?
The rain's a few lap outs yet, but it is coming, so be careful. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
That's not good. No, Yuki! Don't. The AI there have a tendency to just put you in a wall. So, team already then reckon the rain is not that far away, which is a little bit nervous. But we don't know how heavy it's going to be or anything like that. I'm going to set it up so we've got mediums ready to go. We have only got 1 set of hard tyres though, so I need to look after those. Yeah, Leclerc has checked out at the front. That's not good for me. We need to try and stay a little bit closer to Charles, just so we can get the DRS. Come on. I mean, how do we take so much time out of him on the entry and then lose it all on the exit? But I mean, it is a pretty dream start for Ferrari. Come on, come on, come on. We've been given a golden opportunity here early on, chat. We just can't waste it. Like, we might genuinely not need the inters. I'd be surprised, but it might just never get damp enough for them. Hey, welcome in, Marcus. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Hold up Sonoda and everybody so Leclerc wins. I've got my own championship to fight for. Why do I want Leclerc to win? I mean, I'd rather Leclerc wins than any of your top 4, but I'd rather I win. Right, are we in the DRS? Come on. It's close. I think we've done it. Just. Yes! That's good, and I've got Sonoda out the range of us. That is fantastic news early on. Hey, welcome in, Pringle. Hope you're doing well, buddy. On the very slim chance I don't speak to you beforehand, Dart, I wish you a happy birthday. Right, now, chat, I'm happy to hold station until the rain.
Good job. That was the fastest lap of the race so far.
We did take a big risk there. We used a lot of battery to make sure we got back with Charles. But I think now we've got the tyres up into the groove, we should be okay.
We're increasing our gap on the car behind by around a second a lap.
Thing is, I quite like the hard tyre inside this game. Like, I think it works quite nicely around a lot of venues. As long as we can just stay in the range, that's the important bit. Toast, for whatever reason, seems to be on some kind of, like, redemption arc. I'm not sure how I feel about it. There must be, like, a game plan to this. Don't hit that wall. The pension joke was funny. Hey, no worries, Jamie. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. So if Leclerc and I can just work together and pull away, or I can brake far too late into there and try not to hit a wall. Yep, that's immediately how you lose the DRS again. Oh no, there's the rain! Already? Eh? How can they say rain is like in the middle of the race and it shows up on lap 3? How short do they think this race is? Oh, that is not going to make things fun. Very, very quickly this race is going to become not fun. So one thing I learned as well, chat, is that around Miami, you cannot look after the the inter tyre. It just overheats. I get that, like, the weather is meant to be an approximation on this game, but that's ridiculous. We could have started on softs. I mean, depending on how wet it gets, I suppose. If it never gets wet enough for inters, then I guess we'll just stay out on hards forever. To be fair, Leclerc looks very quick here early on.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain is here to stay. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Yeah, so we might generally not even get a switch to inters. We just got to be very, very careful on the brakes now. I can already feel the back end trying to break traction slightly. We might end up in a horrible scenario again where we've got to try and jump Leclerc when we need to pit. Like we had to do in Shanghai. That's kind of like the other one we've got to be a little bit careful of here.
Okay, be mindful of the conditions. The track's getting wetter. Recommend you stay out for now, though. We'll be much slower if we move on to inters this early.
Yeah, so I think we will see a switch to inters, just because Mark's already talking about it. But that normally means we're not a million miles away. So we have now just got to be a little bit careful. I think I lost the DRS again, didn't I? Yeah. That's annoying. Is this track LiDAR scanned? Yes, it is.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
Already just starting to struggle a little bit with front locking and things like that. I mean, this could be like a reverse Silverstone. Mark needs to describe the track as mildly moist, I reckon. That would be a good explanation. I also understeer so much, so I just try and give the car a little bit more front wing. You've got to really use the engine braking as well through it. Tell you what though, Leclerc already seems to be struggling just a little bit. Maybe it's that I'm actually doing a fairly good job for a change.
Less than 1 second now. Well done. Let's try and get past in the DRS zone.
I've literally as soon as I say that. Happy that that was all that happened, but... And again, we go back to moving the brake bias forward. I don't think I've ever had to run 56% bias on this game. Foot cam ever coming back? It is actually on the webcam recording because I forgot to disable it, like for the video. But I need to change it around in software so I can get it on stream again as well. Time for the intermediate
at least
undercut.
20 minutes of light rain.
Yeah, don't think we're there yet still, but we might have to. Might need a little bit of a gamble. Ugh, I've got to stop doing that as well. Yeah, I don't think we're a million miles away from the inter, but I don't think we're there yet.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future. Okay, dries seem like the best tyre for now.
Yeah, team is still saying dries.
Be careful on those slicks. These conditions are making the line a bit greasy, but we're still nowhere near the changeover point.
Yeah, Mark just doesn't see it yet. Definitely not quite intermediates yet, but I think give it another few laps. Maybe by sort of lap 10. As long as you stay on the dry line, you shouldn't be in too much trouble, but... You're definitely starting to notice, though, the lack of grip, the lack of confidence in the car. You see they're running a little bit wide. Do you have hairy legs? I have fairly hairy legs, I would say.
I know these conditions are tough, but
Do a
bear
Kevin
with it. I
Magnussen
don't think the track's ready
catch up.
for intermediates yet.
Well, that's normally the sign that it's ready for inters. As soon as Mark says that, it normally means, yeah, intermediates are the way to go. And I think they're getting there. Keep second guessing myself through there, man. Thing is, we're still getting good traction off the corner. That's the annoying bit. Like, we're not doing too badly on the traction. Ugh. It's scary over the curbs. Stand, 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 stand.
You're dropping a second a lap to the car behind. 1 second.
Am I still losing a second a lap to Yuki? Seems hard to believe. In. As I said, we might generally never see this track get damp enough. I think we will, but it is one of the things I will give this game credit for. The dynamic weather is quite interesting, or can be quite interesting. Full wets to the end from here. Don't think that's going to be
Tyre
the case.
situation's an interesting one, but I think the right call is to stick with what we've got for now.
Oh yeah, they're umming and ahhing about it. As Lando Norris tries to have a look down the inside. Again, we can try and give Leclerc a little bit of defence. But we are getting closer and closer to that wet period. Oh, that's the line you want. Beautiful. Send it over those curbs. Oh, avoid the wall.
It's still not a perfect situation, but I don't think we've got cause to move on to a different tyre yet.
Oh, we're starting to see some rain on the dry line now. This might be about time. Yeah. I don't know. I really don't know. I think, yeah, we're going to go for it. We're going to make the call now. Oh! 50 on pit lane entry. That was scary. I don't think this is a bad call, chat. It might not be perfect timing, but I don't think it's bad.
Let's go. Come on. That was a fantastic stop.
That was so scary on entry. So scary. I thought we were speeding then. Right, this could make or break our Grand Prix.
Okay, stay clear of the white line on the exit. We'll receive a penalty for dangerous driving if you cross onto the track.
Feels
Weather's
alright.
changing now. We're going to have to change strategy, so it's time to box.
No! Why are the team saying go back to
copy that.
mediums?
Okay, the pit window's open, so let's box this lap. Box this lap.
These front end feels heavy. But I think, yeah, I reckon we've nailed this. Look at that. Starting to get a bit of grip over Ollie Behrman. And obviously we can get to the inside. I know that car's not as good as ours, but I think we've nailed the call to make the switch. This will be now. The AI never switch. I'm just left here. Yeah, I think we've timed that perfectly, chat. I think we have timed that to absolute perfection. Come on. Yeah, look at that. We're taking time out of Max as well. And Hulkenberg. Wait, where's Max? Oh, there, sorry. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Surely we're going to see AI in pretty soon. Is Leclerc in? No, okay. So the AI don't want to make the call just yet then.
Okay, so this light rain is going to be with us for a while now. Dries definitely seem like the fastest tyre at the moment.
Are you sure? I've put almost 3 seconds on Behrman in a lap. None of the AI are pitting. They're surely not going to try and just brave this out, are they? Like, surely not. Like, the Ferrari have told me to go back to dries despite the fact these tyres are definitely quicker. Like, look at the amount of grip we've got against Antonelli. How are they still thinking dries are the way to go?
Nice work, mate. That brings you up a place.
Thing is, it's probably a good job for us if the AI don't pit, because we can obviously gain loads of time.
Okay, Lewis. We're seeing a lot of tyre wear at the moment. Please try and look after them.
Are we?
Okay, mate. Okay.
Not too sure what Mark's seeing there. The only issue is, yeah, managing temperature is going to be really, really brutal. So I'll have the DRS on Hulk then. Feels very, very weird using DRS on intermediates, but we've got to make the move happen. Ugh. Try to throw off a late block, but we'll make it through. Ow! That's annoying. Tiny, tiny bit of front wing damage. But we'll get to the inside of Lawson anyway. That won't cost us anything, I don't think.
Light rain will stay with us for at least 20 minutes, maybe more. Light rain.
The AI are just not pitting.
We're not certain which is the
That's
best tyre
incredible.
right now, dries or inters.
I'm certain which one's the best tyre. But, yeah, I'm loving the fact the AI still aren't pitting then. Because it just means road. I mean, look at that! How slow Max was off of that corner. Nothing he can do about it. Yeah, Mark's not having fun. Mark is very confused, but already back him into the points then. I mean, this could be a massive undercut in this GP for me.
You're catching the car ahead by a couple of seconds a lap now. Really good.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, you're still telling me to go back to dries. I mean, I'm just staggered nobody else has pit. It seems so obvious the way we've just been able to slice our way back through, but... Yeah, Mark's definitely got Ferrari syndrome. I mean, again, surely we're going to be able to make a move. A little bit of lock-up, that's alright. Like I said, with the inters, the tougher bit will actually be managing the temperature on them.
Tyre condition still looking good.
Oh, we might just have got the DRS on Albon as well. Maybe? Yes! Beautiful. You thought they were fixing Mark's tyre wear message? Of course not. Why would they fix that? Oh,
Okay,
yes.
The stewards have now disabled DRS. DRS is now disabled.
Well, I guess that's a bad thing for me, because that surely now means the AI will start pitting. Or not! None of the AI are pitting still. Lance Stroll's in, Verstappen's in a little bit further back. So that's going to help both of them get a bit of an undercut, but... I mean, we've taken so much time out of Charles in just a handful of laps here. This is going to be our last lap, though, to really gain. We should be able to get Alonso pretty soon, and then hopefully Sainz. But, I mean, we could have a decent little lead, then, in this Grand Prix. Can we get to the inside of Alonso? Yeah, look at that, comfortably through. They've just got nothing. I mean, we're almost back up to, like, P6 here. Red flag incoming. Don't. A red flag now would completely screw us. Okay, we're only putting 2% wear a lap through the tyres as well, so they could go quite a long way. A little bit sketchy. Thing is, though, it doesn't feel like the rain's getting any heavier here. I think it is just going to stay like this for quite a long time. That's all. You can already see we're struggling with re-attempts. Surely, in a battle of the late breakers, I'm going to win. Yeah, look at that. Look at the confidence we've got there around the outside of Carlos. And all of your AI into the pit lane then. And we're going to be up then into P1 for the first time in well, since Jeddah last week, I think. Not going to complain about that one, though. And what is the gap going to be? Albon's opted to stay out another one for whatever reason. But we're going to have like a good 9 second. Well, actually, it's only going to be about 6 over Leclerc. 6.5 seconds to get to Charles. Like I said, the problem now is the rear tyres just steadily overheat. They're actually already overheating quite badly. So it might just be a question of managing them. Nothing can run perfectly inside this game. I mean, look at that, 103 on those rears. So stupid. Hey, welcome on in, BS Racing. Or BSG Racing, I should say. BS Racing doesn't sound so good. How come they haven't changed last year's game to put Lawson and Colapinto in? Because they weren't full-time drivers. Oh no, I thought Albon was still holding up Leclerc, but he's let him by immediately. Let's see how long this lead lasts. Probably not very. I would love to try and get back to the dry period, but I think we might struggle. Because the thing is, you can make up so much time by being on a fresh set of inters.
We'll be seeing at least 20 minutes of light rain. Okay, not sure whether dries or inters are faster. We're right on the crossover.
We're
okay,
really
so
not
we're
on the
leading our
crossover mark.
teammate by 5.5 seconds.
Yeah, so Leclerc is still cooking. So we're going to try and just hold on to this lead for as long as I can, but Leclerc probably will get back past me. I guess it's now a question of whether the AI will be able to effectively not have to pit for another set of inters, and whether I will have to. I mean, how do the team expect me to keep the wear down so low? They can't honestly think I'm going to the end on this, can they? Hey, welcome in, buddy. They need to add F3 and F1 Academy into these games. I'd love to see it, but I can understand why they won't. Like, there's some circuits where there wouldn't even be enough room to put 30 F3 cars. Like, if you ever see the grid line up for Silverstone and stuff, it's ridiculous. Ow. This doesn't look like Imola. Did I call it Imola? Am I being stupid? Should it be Imola? I just messed it, I was going to say.
Okay, mate, we didn't get what we needed there, I'm afraid.
Hope you're doing well, though, Fed. Nice to see you in, buddy.
The rest of the race.
Charles is taking about a second a lap out of me, just under. So we'll probably be able to hang on till about lap 20, and then he'll probably go through. Like I said, my goal is just to try and make it through without any major mistakes.
So this rain could be with us for a while. Light rain conditions for the foreseeable future.
I'm fine. Everything is fine. Would you rather it's 31 degrees Fed or minus 20 and snowing? If you're up on a roof. To be fair then, as it's raining a little bit more, the tyres are starting to cool just a little bit. So I think we should be able to look after these. Ugh. We might not be the quickest car on track, but I think we should be able to look after them. Fair enough. Yeah, minus 50. Sometimes, yeah, you're Canadian, I suppose. Oh. So scary when you lock up the brakes on this game. Because the car could really go anywhere. So, I don't think Verstappen's inside the top 10 yet, chat. Which I guess is good news. Leclerc is closing in rather rapidly. I think if we get to the end of lap 20, and the game is still saying at least 20 more minutes of this rain, then it might be worth bolting on another set of inters. We'll wait and see, though.
Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
That's not very helpful.
Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Is that all he's telling me? That's not very helpful. And he mix up Tsunoda and Norris. I mean, Tsunoda is quicker than Leclerc. Yeah, Norris is now... Oh yeah, I hadn't even noticed how close Norris was as well. That McLaren is cooking. Wall. Oops. Could we see the return of Sir Lewis Hamilton's charge for the championship? Maybe, just maybe, chat, tonight is the night the wheels finally go back on the wagon. I mean, a red flag now would be fantastic, because it would probably take us back to dries. Or at least we'd be close. Because the game simulates about 20 minutes if you end up with a safety, if you end up with a red flag. Yeah, I hadn't actually realised how quickly Norris was closing in. Gap to Tsunoda seems to be staying fairly level. Shame this isn't a sprint race, chat. 2 laps to go, we'd be leading. Driving on the new Miami layout. I might well be. In some places. Oh, we've got yellows, we've got yellows. Someone's gone. Safety car.
The safety car is out. Safety car is out.
Don't know whether I like that or not. Stroll's gone.
Pace. Keep a close eye on that delta time.
Don't know if that's mechanical or something more.
Drop your speed.
Or
Our
he's
delta's
binned it.
too low and we're going to risk a penalty. Slow your pace immediately.
Yes, sir.
There we go. Safety car, first one of the day. We're going to take the opportunity to pit then. Bolt on a fresh set of these tyres.
Inters seem to be the fastest tyre for now.
Check pit rejoin. We wouldn't come out too far down the order, I don't think. Winnie U 97. Thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. Well, how am I 2 seconds off on the Delta already? Hey? Yeah, we're gonna box again then. Oh, that was close. How many near misses am I gonna have with the pit lane Delta tonight, chat? That's a very scary game I'm playing.
Okay, let's go now. Come on.
So we
Perfect
should
job
come out,
on
I
the
think,
turn
in
there, mate.
P6.
Looks like a
We might
nice
just get the
stop
jump on
time. We're happy
Piastri,
with that
actually.
one.
It's going to be close on exit with Oscar. Why would we box now? Because
That was our
the
last
fresh
stop.
tyres are
No
well
more
worth
scheduled
having.
Pit stops. Let's go.
And especially depending on how long this rain stays, it might give us a big advantage later on.
Inters look like the best tyre for now.
Yep, Mark has got no idea when that rain's going to come to an end. I mean, if this was a sprint race, chat, I would have stayed out, and we would win it under the safety car, which would be glorious, but now I've got to look after the tyres. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that, Leo. welcome in, Teja. Hope you're doing well, buddy. How is the AI now? They're better, but they're still OP in the rain. Like, they're hilariously OP in the rain still. Like, watch the latest career mode video I did on Matt212 gameplay, and you'll see. I don't even think I get that reference, Smurf. Around Miami, they're a lot better now in the dry. They're still a bit OP, but not as bad as it was. They've kind of tweaked that. They've made that a lot better. I am a youngster. I'm not really, but I appreciate it. Go P1 again, right now. Just overtake everybody. I mean, are we surprised that Stroll's the first one to go, chat? Like, if it was a iffy span rather than a mechanical? What I'm going to do, I'm going to try... Oh, that's so much better. I'm in a little bit of an awkward seating position now.
10 minutes, so just keep your concentration out there. You're doing well.
Okay, so team now reckon the rain's going to stop in about 10 minutes. Now, the circuit won't dry out that fast. But we're going to have to try and make an impact then. We know we can afford to just blast these inters about the next stint. Yeah, Miami for some reason is always wet in F125. I don't know why. Fair enough, Smurf. Yeah, I never was going to get that. But that is quite funny. What's my favourite cereal? I have Kellogg's Chocolate Bites, I think they're called. They're quite nice. I like them. Battery to none. Imagine if that was a thing. Like, that's the kind of glitch that EA would implement. That if the battery goes below 0, it resets to 100. And you can just keep melting through it over and over. I'll say an underflow limit. I might well do. I'll probably...
Safety car in this lap. Safety car in this lap. Let's make sure those tyres are up to temperature. And remember, there's no overtaking until the timing line. Stay in position until the green flags.
We will check race director after the race to see what happened to Stroll. But at the moment, we've got a race to get back underway. Leclerc still leading, ahead of Norris and Tsunoda. I think Ferrari have led every lap so far of this. Come on, Charlie. This is like Oscar in Thingy, Silverstone. Oh, we just could not get the power down. We are on fresher tyres than everybody else, so we should be able to make an impact quite quickly. Russell in the end there, struggling, I think, for grip.
1.8 seconds.
Surely not. Round the outside immediately on George Russell. Thank you very much. We need more of that off of this restart. We know Lando Norris is looking quite quick as well. But we can afford, like I said, to really blast this set of inters. Because we know that the rain is going to be stopping. Maybe I shouldn't have hit, but I'm not going to worry about it too much. I don't think we made a bad call. We were on the back foot against the AI. Now, hopefully, the advantage has swung back in our favour. Just nice and tidy. Trying to get the throttle down.
If you think you can get past, make use of the overtake button and see what you can do.
Cookie Crisp. Bit of an interesting choice. Not a bad choice, but an interesting one. Oh, there we go. Lando now. To the inside, or sorry, to the outside of Charles Leclerc. Is Ferrari going to relinquish the lead in this GP? I think we might just be about to. Although Leclerc's not backing out of it. No, he has to in the end. Lando ran the outside into the chicane. A beautiful little move there. So we will try and get the jump on the World Championship leader, Yuki Tsunoda. And there we go, getting the elbows out.
Nice move, keep going.
That's what we need to do at this stage of the race. Really remind these guys that, you know, we're fighting for the 8th world title. So here we go, Leclerc again to the outside of Norris. To be fair, this restart lap has worked out pretty nicely, but I believe for the first time today then, we're going to complete a lap in this race and Ferrari are not going to be leading it. Bit of a shame, but there's plenty of time to try and recover.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I mean, Tsunoda's clearly not happy about me going for that move because he's trying to look for it everywhere at the moment. But, yeah, we're definitely more competitive now against the AI. I don't think we made a bad choice. Do you like Red Bull Racing? They're not my favourite team on the grid, put it that way.
Let's use overtake and burn off some of this energy.
Right, well, I guess now the big call chat is going to be when do we make the switch back to dries? Surely it'll be over to mediums, but I think it's going to be a little while longer. If I had to guess, I would say about lap 30. Oh, come on. So difficult with the brakes to get the car where we need it. But I think Tsunoda is struggling. There's George Russell now trying to go for a move. Who's my favourite team? Probably... I like Mercedes, I like Williams, I like Ferrari now Lewis is there. Hey, no worries, Ellen. Scary. Scary moments. Yeah, I've got to lock in. I'm trying to lock in. Come on.
Okay,
I thought
Lewis,
that was going to be
engine's
engine gone
running
then.
Very, very hot. Engine's running hot. Let's try and keep it cooler.
Hang on. Thanks, mate.
Don't think we need to worry about the engine too much, but okay, Mark. Certainly not as bad as it was in the sprint race. I mean, Lando's just gone though at the front. He's feeling so confident in the wet conditions that he could bottle the strategy. What is my favourite takeaway? I mean, I'm English. It's got to be fish and chips, hasn't it? I think Leclerc, yeah, is really struggling at the moment. I think we might be able to try and get a run on Charlie Boy pretty soon. It might be a battle between Lando and I. Who do you predict winning the next race at Spa? I'm going to say Oscar, I think. I have no idea what that is, to be completely honest with you, Bradson. Did you go to uni? No, I did not, interestingly. And honestly, for me, I've had no regrets. Regrets. So when I left school, or when I left college, I guess, for me, I just went straight into work, pretty much. And then was able to work on YouTube on the side. And then obviously, with COVID and everything like that, I was able to build up my YouTube channel. And now, this is my full-time job. So I basically ended up in the dream position I was hoping for. And I don't have all the student debt. Both Matt212 and I have no regrets about not going to uni. It is so forced upon young people in the UK nowadays. And unless, like, there's just so many pointless degrees, the problem as well. Like, and people are like, oh, well, I won't ever pay off my student debt anyway. And that's such a ridiculous mindset. Like, if you want to get into, like, a high-paying job or need certain qualifications, then, yeah, absolutely. If not, I don't see the point. Alright, come on then. We might be close enough to Charles this time. Oh, it's a big send. It's a big send. There's a little bit of contact, but we make it through. Right, come on then. I just don't think Leclerc can keep up with Lando right now. And I reckon we can. Almost a half distance in this race. We're doing alright. went to uni and learned nothing for my day job. The amount of, like, basically all of my mates I know that went to uni have then done nothing with their degree. Because there just aren't the jobs available or things like that. So I basically spent 3 years getting ahead in the world of work, putting money behind me,
Okay, I think the track's
rather
going to be
than
drying out quite soon. Be careful
racking
you don't
up
burn out
debt.
your tyres.
And like, some people just want to go to uni for the lifestyle as well, which I think is even worse. Because you can get the uni lifestyle without having to take out 30 grand of student debt. Or, just accept you need to grow up. That's the other one. Like I said, there's certain degrees I completely understand getting, but... or having to go to uni to get, but there's also a lot that I'm like, why? And a lot of people, it's, oh, well, I just don't want to go to work. I'm like, well, get a grip. Hey, there is BSJ Racing. Have a good one, buddy. Thanks for stopping by. Yeah, they've done this new thing, haven't they, on YouTube, where, like, it's leaderboards for every stream. It is quite interesting. Right, come on. Now, hopefully we're not going to be under so much pressure from Charles. Gotta start trying to take time out of Lando. Will be interesting to see, though, if the AI make it back to the drives. Like, if they can't get to the dry period, then we've cooked up Blinder with that safety car hit. Tyre wear is good. Tyre temps actually is staying pretty good at the moment. So I'm not going to complain about that either. We're doing alright, chat. I feel like we're in a good spot. Nobody wants to go to work, hence why you've got so many content creators and streamers. I think there's certainly an element of that. Like, don't get me wrong, I love being my own boss. But I also know, like, for a lot of people, like, it's so easy, I think, when you are your own boss. It's something I've made sure that I've never allowed myself to get into. Just take it easy that day.
Okay, I think we're still in the right tyres for the time being.
Like, you've got to have a real... like, I get up every day looking forward to being able to work on videos and things like that, or work on streams, and do everything that I do. Like, if I didn't love doing what I'm doing, there's no way I'd produce as many videos as I do. And I think, like, with the rise of TikTok and things like that as well, it's made it a lot easier for people to kind of, like, get an audience. But, yeah, everybody, you know, I'm sure this sounds a bit rich coming from me, but everybody does want to be that next content creator. Which is fair enough, but I think people also massively underestimate the amount of work that goes in. Like, the amount of hours most people put in for zero payoff. It's why then on the other side of things you get, like, what's it, Hawk Tour Girl, who explodes in popularity overnight, and tries to make a quick buck, and then is just gone. That's the other thing as well, like, especially with gaming content creation, the upfront cost can be quite ridiculous. Like, you do not need the setup I've got, but I've got, like, 3 PCs. Nobody needs that to start out. I will do a setup tour of the new room very soon, chat. If you're on a controller, Vincent, I would just stay prey. Exactly, cover all the cost up front. Exactly. I could set up an OnlyFans, make all the money I need to. Well, circuit's definitely starting to get drier again, so I think soon enough we're going to struggle with overheating. It's a bit of a shame. This is like where the AI are at their most OP in this game. Like in these conditions.
Stuff. You hit that target. Really good job.
Feels like a lot's happened in this race, we're still not even halfway there. Yeah, There you go. Immediately they're overheating. They were fine like 2 laps ago, and now they're cooked. But I think this track is going to dry up quite quickly.
No tyre concerns at the moment, just focus on the driving.
I mean, look at that. The circuit almost looks dry instantly. That's ridiculous how quickly it's evolved. I don't know what tyres we want to go on to the end. I'm going to try and back out against Leclerc there. Good. Ah, these are horrible, horrible moments, though. Like, I just know there's nothing we can do against the AI. But the thing is, the circuit looks dry, but it's not. We cannot afford to make the gamble just yet.
Okay, looks like some of those puddles are clearing. We're still definitely on the right tyre for the time being, but we're probably not a million miles away from slick conditions.
Give me a random track to race on. Baku. Yeah, I say, we're not that far away from dries, but I'd be more likely to go... Maybe we could go 1 lap under the AI. But as long as we've got track position over Charles for now, I'm not too worried. Like, as much as I don't want to screw our teammate over, I will if I need to save myself. You know, standard Ferrari stuff. I say, we're not really losing much to Lando still, we're just not gaining on him. I also don't think maybe a fresh set of hards could get to the end from here, but I don't think any other tyre could. But we are getting closer and closer to kind of 1 set of tyres being able to make it. What was Herman Tilke cooking when he designed Baku? To be fair, he was quite limited with what he could do there, because it was actually all legitimate streets. Wall. Don't hit that. Oh, come on. I lost like 7 tenths through there against Lando. I mean, I'll gain it all back here, hopefully. There you go. Oh, yeah, it's time for dries, I think. That's ridiculous.
I don't think the line is really dry enough
the
yet
team
to
don't
start
think it's
thinking
there.
about slicks. Let's hold on to the inters for a little while longer.
Oh, I don't like that. I want to move to dries. But the game knows Mark can see things that I can't. It's definitely, though, now about trying to stick on that dry line and then cool the tyres off again. This is so tricky. I mean, look at that. We're basically there, it feels like, but... Hey, welcome in, Jimmy. Hope you're doing well, buddy. Leclerc really wants P2. He really does. Imagine if they come up with Baku at like the 1960s or something. Like that run in turn 1 on old-timey brakes would be hilarious. Ugh. You want to up your AI then? Oh, for some of you that may be easy. Just race on whatever AI you have fun racing against. That's the thing at the end of the day. See, something like that, Toast, I can understand. Oh, come on, when is it going to dry up a bit more? Like, lap times, I believe, are steadily improving, but it's just so difficult. feel like everybody, though, is starting to get into the same boat. Because the AI are on older tyres than me, I think they're starting to struggle. Just every single lap now, Leclerc gets a ridiculous run down this straight. I mean, look at that, the temperatures. The thing is, we are taking just a little bit of time out of Lando as well. Like, I think, oh, Lando is starting to struggle a bit. Like I said, the thing is, I've made the call far too early around here before, and it's really screwed me. No worries, Jimmy, buddy. Yeah, so we're getting that gap to Lando under 2 seconds quite reliably, but... Oh, I mean, you can hear it wheel spinning behind me there. We're definitely getting towards that crossover. Like I said, I'm just so scared to be the first one to do it. Actually, yeah, Lando's really beginning to struggle though, so I think we're in a good spot right now. I don't want to pit yet, because the AI might pit and go to another set of inters, which would be quite funny, but could really screw themselves up. So I just want to wait and see if they do that. That's what I'm kind of wanting just to wait and see about. Ow. Look at that. We have rocked up to the back of Lando at long last. Fernando is faster than me. Where even is he? He's running like P10. Yeah, this is the other issue with F125, is the circuit looks bone dry, but it's just not. And like, you step one wheel off of that dry line, if you're on a set of inters, and you are in big trouble. I think the AI know that they need to box again, but just can't yet, because they know the dries are almost ready. I think that's where they're really struggling. And because we've got much fresher tyres than them, we're starting to get a bit of an advantage. I mean, we could theoretically go almost to the end of this race on this set if I needed to, which would be quite hilarious. I mean, just look at that though against Lando. How much earlier we're able to get on the throttle. They will have to make a call soon. Have you pressed K1? Mode K1? Mode K1? Oh, come on. We've got to be less than 5 laps away from the changeover. Gotta be. But we really are just, I mean, look at how much we gained there. That's ridiculous. Maybe now's the chance we're going to try and go for it. Oh. But you just hear how much wheel spin you still get. Favourite Formula 1 driver, Lewis Hamilton for me, personally. Why is his rain light going wild? Shouldn't be flashing that much, should it? Well, I swear that's flashing at like double speed. Is that both for being on inters and he's got no energy? That's really weird. Well, Leclerc as well has also rocked up to the back of him, so I think Lando just went too aggressive on this set of tyres. I think he's really beginning to struggle. But we're just slowly racking the laps by. That's all we can do at the moment. Oh, that's going to be a warning. Yeah, there you go. Is that warning number 2, or is that number 1 of the race? We got 1 in the sprint. I don't know. starting to get too much wheel spin.
Looks like it's probably about time we change tyres. It's a bit of a crossover period for sure, but the
Oh,
longer
there we go.
the worse it's going to get.
I mean, I asked that at the perfect time, didn't I? And Sal immediately wants to try and line up a move. But I mean, yeah, we should be able to go one set of mediums to the end here, so I think we're going to make the call then, end of this lap. But can we try and get around Lando before then? I mean, his tyres are wrecked. Down the inside. Oh, just about get it slowed down. Oh, he actually hits the wall.
Okay, the stewards have now enabled DRS. DRS is now online.
Surely we're going to see him into the pit lane as well then. He's going to try and defend from me. Just got to make sure I get the car slowed down into the pit lane. How late was he on the brakes, man? Luckily we're still able to get alongside him there, but we could be wheel to wheel into the pits. Have to wait and see. No, Lando stays out. Charles stays out. Oh no, this does not bode well. Everybody's staying out. Please don't say Mark screwed me. Yeah, they are mediums.
Okay,
I'm not sure this is the right call.
Perfect job from you and the crew there, mate. We're delighted
Stay
with
out for one lap. I'm scared this wasn't the right call, chap. Because I think, is Lawson breaking down? No, I don't know what's going on there. Let's just wait and see. They feel alright, actually. They feel a little bit scary.
Now, you might want to review our strategy.
No. Not again, Mark. Yeah, of course.
Understood. Copy that.
Why tell me to box if you're immediately saying I shouldn't box? How stupid is that? What's the gap looking like, though? We are 3 seconds behind Verstappen, but we're going quicker. Okay, we might have nailed this again, then. Come on, come on, come on. The thing is now, chat, I've basically got to try and stay on this dry tram track for a little while. Otherwise, we'll really struggle. Like, you get off that tram track, look at how much it understeers, and oversteers, and everything else. And all the bad steers. Yeah, this is not going to be easy to get these comfortably to the end still. They will struggle.
Don't forget, box this lap.
I think we have made the right call. As Leclerc now into the lead. Norris is in. He's had enough. Oh, I've just got to be so careful about hitting the wall. Already I've put 11% through that front right. It's alright though. It won't be too much of a problem. As, yeah, everybody's in then. So I think Leclerc's in trouble. Trying to stay out one extra lap. Hopefully we've got an undercut on Lando as well. Yeah, there we go. He's on hards.
No need to worry about the tyre condition for now. Everything's looking good.
That's going to be quite interesting to see how they get on towards the end. A little over 20 laps to go then. We've got a 1.5 second gap. But yeah, these tyres are not going to be fun towards the flag. I think they should make it, but they might suffer. Just got to try and stay on that dry line. Again, it's another element where the AI will be ridiculously good. Because they will just stick on those tram tracks. Run away very quickly. I don't think that's worked for me. I think Lando has immediately got inside the DRS.
The car behind you's just come in for the hard tyres. Car behind, running hard tyres.
I think Leclerc, though, was in trouble. He's definitely lost some time over this lap. Yeah, I mean, look at that. Leclerc and Tsunoda both in trouble then at the moment. Sainz could be on for a big result. Can you stay out in these conditions? Yes, that's the goal. Stay out to the end. As here we go, Lando will have to go on the wet stuff. Look at that. He just sits behind. He knows he can't risk it at the moment. Coffee Yum, thank you for the follow. Welcome on in. I hope you're doing well. So as long as we stay on those tram tracks, not a lot Lando can do. Because they're just... where the rest of the circuit is still a bit damp. He just can't really do anything. Can't really risk it, otherwise you just don't have the braking performance. Either that or he'll try and outbrake me and barrel into me or something. Or I run off the tram tracks into a Sebastian Vettel in Canada 2011. That's basically where we're at right now. I mean, this is Miami. It's meant to evaporate super quickly. Oh, no. We made it happen.
You can win that place back.
Come on, we gotta go for it. We gotta go for it. Oh, you just see how bad the brake performance is, but we actually did get it stopped. Clearly, the circuit is drying up. That's really good to know. Kind of accidentally have found that out, but it's reassuring. Oh, careful of that wall. Stop hitting that wall as well. Tyre wear should be fine. We should be able to make it to the end safely on tyre wear. Oh, it's Vincent. Sorry, buddy. Well, thank you for the Twitch follow anyway. I appreciate it. Oh, come on.
Gap to your teammate behind.
Bearing in mind, our
1.8
set of hard
seconds.
tyres was used, so they would have been no better off than this set of mediums to the end. So I don't think it was a bad choice. I think we should be able to get these to the end. I mean, we could still see a safety car or anything towards the end of the race, and that could still change things up. I think this is the corner where we're really going to struggle, where I just don't take the normal line. But again, it's like if Lando knows he can get a run on me down here, and obviously get around me and get back on the dry line, and he's not in much pain. You can see again, he's just so scared to commit to it. And who can blame him? You know, that could be a one-way ticket off into the wall late on here. And both of us fighting for the World Championship.
So sorry, guys.
What do we do there, chat? What do we do there? Like, it's so awkward, that corner on a drying track. So awkward, because it just doesn't bite, bites. Like, look at that. We're making our way through. And just look at that. It just suddenly grips up. All of a sudden, it just rotates the front end in. I mean, yeah, we've definitely hit it. We've definitely hit it. We have been a little bit unlucky there. Like, we have... Like, if that was IRL... Like, look at that, actually. If that was IRL... I'm not convinced you're actually hitting that. Like, if you're going to hit that, you're literally skimming it, aren't you? Like, look at that. The front wing's gone round it. Have we actually hit that wall? Or is this like Senna, I think it was, at Detroit all those years ago? I mean, that is ridiculously close, isn't it? I think we rewind and never speak of it again. I'm genuinely not convinced we've actually hit that wall. Is the thing that's annoying me there. Like, if I try and get it absolutely perfect, you can see that's literally like the last frame before we hit that wall. Oh, it's super close, isn't it? I mean, it's super close. Take DNF, don't resume, make it realistic. Oh, I don't know, man. We need the win to help our championship. If we can even win it, that is. Like I said, the thing is, like, according to that, that's exactly the moment where we've lost the wheel. Because it's already in the wall. And if you look at that, like, the wheels are straightening up. And we're still not quite there. I think that's been a little bit glitchy. To be completely honest with you. Like, being completely honest. I think that's been a little bit glitchy. Like, if we try and get square with that wheel. You can see, we were... There's a tiny gap. A tiny gap. I genuinely think that's not... Like, we haven't actually... We've been a bit unlucky there with the hitbox. Like, being completely honest. I think the fact that that suddenly then ripped the front... No, it didn't rip the front wing off, to be fair. I think that's genuinely not a wall hit. Like, look at that. Right at the last moment, you can see the wall. And we're not going to hit it. Or if we are, we're literally going to skim it. It's Ferrari, we don't get championships. Take the DNF. Excuses, excuses. Be honest with me, Smurf. Do you think I've been unlucky there? Do you think I've actually hit that wall? I think that's a bit like Jeddah. Where that wall... Like, look at that! We're not hitting it. It then just suddenly decides afterwards to rip the entire wheel off. When even then, that might have just, like, twisted it ever so slightly. Give me front view again. Is Smurf going to be our jury here? Is this what we're doing? Like, if I try and get to the very last second. That's pretty much as close as we can get. As you can see, there's still a gap there. There's still a gap. IRL, you might get a puncture. But I genuinely think that's one of those ones where, like, it would just... The tyre wall would bend. If I roll it. I can't roll it from that angle, I don't think. Oh, can I? Oh, there we go. I can't roll it from, like, the down angle. I mean, look at that. We haven't... That's when the wheel comes off. We're still, like, a foot away from the wall. How does that work? Look at that, chat. Yeah, we still haven't got to the wall yet. And it's already... Like, look at that. That's definitely glitched. Like, we haven't even made it to the wall. Game physics, rewind allowed. Thank you! Yeah, that's definitely glitched. That was Fanatec wheel playing up. Look at that, it's on, like, opposite steering lock suddenly. There we go. Sometimes you have to double rewind, because the game just breaks the physics slightly. Yeah, that was, definitely that was a glitch. Mickey Mouse Championship. Matt used 3 flashbacks today. Did he?
Okay, we lost the position. Try to keep focus.
Don't then immediately crash into the back of Lando. Right, I'm a bit scared now. The McLaren again is just going to pull away from me anyway. So we'll have to wait and see what we can do. Yeah, we'll edit that out, chat. Only you guys will know that happened. Come on, I can't now have that. This will be now where we get a mechanical failure or something anyway. Like, imagine my luck if that now happened. See, if I'd actually hit that wall and ripped the wheel off, I would have gone fair enough. I accept it. But the fact that the wheel's popped off and I haven't even got to the wall yet is definitely broken. Yeah, I was like a foot away from it still. It's me where now I actually slap it this time. Just give it a tiny bit of extra room that time. Oh, hello. Lando, broke early. Oh, I think I gave myself the DRS. I don't know, though. Did I? No. I think neither of us got it, maybe. No, Lando still did. 3 wide for the lead. As Leclerc will power through. We've got no battery. So I've just got to watch these two play it out. Come on, Charles. Still side by side on the exit. Hitbox is rigged against Lewis. Absolutely. Right, do we let those two fight and we just try and stick with them for a while? That might be the game plan. Just got to make sure I use a little splash of battery, but otherwise I want to try and recharge the pack for a little while. going to end up fighting Yuki. Yeah, they're actually closing in as well, aren't they? Sonoda and Russell are starting to bring that gap in towards the end. Problem is, I need to see Leclerc going for it against Lando. You cannot give Lando an opportunity to get away. I think that McLaren is the quickest car of the three right now. But by how much? That is the real question. Here goes Charles. Is he able to do it? Maybe? Kind of? No. If Charles loses the reins to Lando, we've got to immediately re-jump him. See immediately new fast lap of the day, so the grip is now there. And Leclerc's not quick enough. Look at that, through the first couple of corners, immediately he's struggling. Oh, no warning somehow, okay. Oh, that's bad. Kimi Antonelli new fastest lap of the day.
Piastri
going?
has just set the fastest lap of the race.
Of course, Mark thinks everybody is Oscar Piastri inside this game for some reason. Yeah, I think we might have to try and get the jump back on Charles soon. He might be able to stick, actually, in Lando's real tracks, but I just don't think he's going to be able to do anything against him. The last thing I need is Leclerc making a mistake, tripping us both over, and then neither of us get an opportunity to fight Lance. Bevan's just having a rookie season. Yeah, the crash in Silverstone on the red flags in practice was beyond stupid. But he is also just learning. I like Ollie Bevan. I think he's a good guy. We should make it to the end, shouldn't we, I think? Can't remember what lap we hit. I don't know how tight we're going to be on tyres. I mean, Antonelli is flying along a bit further back. He's doing really well. Shame he's in such a bad position. Oh, Lando made a mistake. I think we all made a mistake that time. That was a bit scary. Silverstone was another good race for Lance. Back ahead of Fernando in the World Championship. Here goes Leclerc, though. To the outside of Lando. And again, oh no, he made the... Whoa! He made the move happen that time. So Lando kicking out the back end as well. I'm worried now we're going to let these two fight and then I just never really get back in the squabble. That's the other thing that's scaring me. Right, we've just got to try and hang close, charge at the battery and then go for it. Yeah, tyres should be good to the end now, I believe. We should be safe. Oh, that's a warning. That's definitely the second one of the day then. Cannot afford another one of those. Otherwise we're going to be in a world of hurt. Unless by some miracle the AI are pitting again for some reason.
Lando's ahead of you now, and the time last lap, 1:30.4. Okay, gap to the car ahead, 1.1 seconds. Okay, they're on fresh hards.
Yep, AI definitely are not pitting again then, as Lando back around the outside of Leclerc. So we just got to try and get back within the 1 second zone. Easier said than done. Oh. Don't do that again. Come on, get within the 1 second. No. Ah. Come on, I don't want to walk home in third. Yeah, Bortoletto's been very, very good against Hulkenberg in qualifying. He just needs to... Like, Hulkenberg's just been incredible on race pace so many times. Come on, 15 laps to go. I need to stay in the range of these two. You see how difficult it is to get back in the range if you lose it. We just cannot get the power down out of there though, man. It's impossible. And those two just keep switching around. Oh! Contact! Okay. They are really going for it then. There is no love lost between these two, and again, just helps us get a little bit closer. As Leclerc slams the door in Norris's face once more. Oh, and again, that brings us straight back into the range. Fantastic. That's what we need a little bit more of. Three-way fight for the win though, chat, late on here. This is great to see at the moment. I'll bring Carlos back. Please no. Ferrari's last F1 win was courtesy of Carlos Sainz, don't forget, chat. Baza, thank you for the sub, mate. I appreciate it. I mean, both Leclerc and I need this win for our championship hopes. We've got to start closing back in on the top four. We've both had a bit of bad luck on a couple of occasions, but... especially on a weekend where Verstappen seems to have struggled so much. Everybody knows this is a great opportunity. I'm just hoping those two battle so hard they wreck their hard tyres, but I'm not optimistic. I don't think our tyres are going to be particularly fun by the end, but they will hang on. Oh, hello, hello. Down the inside of Lando. There we go, I'm in a P2.
Good job, nice overtake.
Sometimes if you just get the car perfect over those curbs, you've got to go for that. As Lando immediately will say thank you. I might just have given Leclerc a tiny bit of breathing room. That could be useful for him. Well, like I said, I think Lando is the quickest of the three of us right now, so if I can just slow him down a little bit, that could prove useful. I'm not far behind Bradson, but we're just struggling a little bit on the mediums against the AI on hards. Because I'm just trying to nurse the tyres as well a little bit.
No tyre concerns at the moment. Just
good thing is, though, we're pulling away from Yuki. Hopefully, unless something catastrophic happens, Yuki won't be a threat towards the end. I mean, look how quick that McLaren is through there. I think we've just hung on inside the range. I just don't see Jack Crawford deserving an F1 seat. I just don't rate him that highly. Ugh. It's just sometimes you get so much understeer through there. There never seems to be any consistency through that corner. Oh, are we running out of fuel? No, ignore me. I was looking at the wrong LED. Oh, Leclerc now might have broken away. Is this going to be Leclerc's time to shine towards the end of the GP? Only Only time will tell.
You're increasing the gap on the car behind by 5/10 a lap.
Come on, little car. Yeah, not going to have the range this time on Lando. When they're not battling... Oh, we have, okay. When those two aren't battling in front, they are so much quicker than me. We just cannot do anything about it. Yeah, I've heard that Hyundai might buy out Alpine. That would be quite cool to see. But that's been rumoured for years at this point. Right, we might have to try and get a run on Lando. Ugh. Try and slingshot past him to get back to Charles. But I don't think that's going to happen very effectively. Even if I can get a run on Lando now. Don't go defensive, man. Come on, Lando. Why are you suddenly slower than Charles? I need you to drag me back to him. But Charles Leclerc is just starting to run away at the front now. A little over 10 laps to go. Is this Leclerc's opportunity? Ferrari, we haven't won a race yet this season, let's not forget. So whichever one of us takes it, it will be a big win. If one of us takes it, it could still be Lando. Oh, that was exactly 1 second that time round. I don't think we've kept it. Nope, it's gone. Taking way too much curve through there now, but we are really trying to focus up towards the end. Ooh. It's just how much drive the AI have still got off that corner, man. It's so ridiculous. Put the fries in the bag. I'll come work with Bradson. To be fair, I don't think Lando's really losing anything now to Charles. The gap's now about 1.7.
Okay, the car ahead's beginning to pull away. You know what to do.
What do I do, Mark? I don't know what to do at this stage. What really might screw us over, chat, by the end of this is the fact I started on hards because the rain wasn't meant to come until way later. That might be the real damage hitter in this race. Is the fact the team or the game said the rain was going to appear at half distance and then it showed up immediately. Again, the tyres will make it to the end. We're not going to be that struggling on them. But it's just a case of trying to stick with Lando. Trying to gain as much as we can through this section. Because the AI is so quick everywhere else. Oh, I don't think we're going to do it. It was 0.9. Are we still in the range? Surely. No! How? It said 0.9 as we went through the detection point. How does that work? We might literally be watching our hopes fade away towards the end. This is so painful. I just don't think we've got enough to keep up with these two.
Okay, gap to the car in front. 1.5 seconds.
I think unless Lando can get back now to Charles and they start battling, I just don't think we've got enough towards the end. I think these mediums, just to start not giving up necessarily, but just aren't providing the same grip as the hards are. So painful. I feel like Lightning McQueen when Jackson Storm's just pulling away from him.
Okay, Lewis, Lando
Oh,
ahead.
you've got to be kidding
Can't
me.
let them hold us up for too long, so let's try and get past as soon as possible and crack on. Push, push.
Mark is evil, man. Like, what is that? I'm really struggling. Mark's that right. Overtake him now. Come on. No messing around. You got to get round him. So frustrating. I mean, Leclerc's just pulling away still. So I guess in the bigger picture, that's probably ideal. Yeah, Mark still works for McLaren. Even inside this game. He only gives them good strategies. I mean, sucks to be fair to him. He's still running P5 here. No, he's not. As soon as I say that, he gets jumped by Russell. Like, unless Lando and Charles really start battling now, I just don't think there's anything we can do. I just don't think these mediums can hang on well enough. Like, I'm trying to give them everything, but it's just not happening. Hey, what about Mark Priestley? Ugh.
Okay, gap ahead, 2.9
Come on,
seconds.
kill Lando. I don't think I'm going to get close enough to him to stand a chance. Imagine a safety car now, man. That would be glorious. I'd bolt on a fresh set of mediums and we'd fly.
Gap to your teammate ahead, 5.7 seconds.
Oh, that's so close to being a warning. Well, to be fair, I guess the good thing is I don't think Yuki's going to apply much pressure to the end. I don't think he's quick enough to really do anything. Don't break, use Lando. I mean, the thing is, Leclerc is legitimately just pulling away from him as well. Not by much, but Leclerc is still going quicker. As, yeah, these mediums... What's honestly been our downfall here, chat, like I said, was the fact that the game told me the rain wasn't going to arrive early, and then it shows up on lap 3. That was close. That could have been GG. Just got to look after the tyres to the end now, but... That's not a way to look after the tyres. Just completely outbrake myself. And let Yuki even closer. Come on. I just don't even want to have to fight Yuki at the end. Someone spin or do something stupid, please. Really haven't seen the AI do that much tonight. That would be really useful right about now. Six laps to go, let's just bring it home. Yeah, it's all we can do now. In these dying stages. Yuki's leading the World Championship, currently. He's just been very consistent so far. He did win Jeddah last weekend because Max and I took each other out. just see how much we're struggling on those rears now. They're not overheating or anything. They're just running out of life. Plan G, box for stops. Stop for box. Box for softs. I mean, to be fair, we'd only come out behind Piastri. Like, I think we could make up. We could definitely get back past him and Max, I think. It's definitely not worth it, but...
And gap to the car in front, 5.7
Well, I'm happy,
seconds.
if anything, chat, if just me battling with Lando for a couple of laps gave Charles the room he needed to win this. Like, even if I've just played a blinder in that regard, I'd rather Charles wins this race than Lando Norris. Ferrari teamwork maybe has come out in full force. Maybe. Now hill. Yeah, probably. Wouldn't honestly surprise me if I hit that wall before the end. Oh, we've got yellows. We've got yellows. Someone's slowing down late on in the day. That is so painful. Imagine doing 53 laps here in Miami and then the car goes pop. It's an Alpine. Don't say it's Gasly having another failure. Jack Doohan.
Information on Doohan. They're
Car,
retiring from the
safety
race.
car. Safety car. It's not going to happen. That's a shame. Our lapse times have actually got slightly better over the last few again. We're just still losing time to the two in front. Come on, why can't we get a safety car? I mean, even if we did get one now, it's too late to really do anything. You couldn't afford to pit under it. Oh, poor old Jack Doohan then, late on in the day, but not going to see the checkered flag. Gap to Yuki's still 4 seconds though, pretty good. He's going to be close to me by the end, but I don't think close enough, and that's important. Jonas is cool. Thank you for the follow, buddy. I hope you're doing well. Oh, come on. Gasly has 5 mechanical failures before Monza. So he's averaged 1 every 3 races. That's quite impressive. That's like my level of reliability. Although I say that, I'm still yet to have a mechanical on F125. And luckily I know it can't happen tonight now. Because we've already had 2 mechanical failures, he says. And to be fair, Leclerc and Norris have kept pushing each other on right towards the end. I think we did well to hang with them for as long as we did, but less than 3 laps to go then. We are really in limp home mode. Tyres are definitely feeling sketchy.
Grip is probably dropping due to wear, so don't be too aggressive.
Would you say he's an overrated driver from any era? Overrated? It's going to be a controversial one, chap. Robert Kubica. After he was leading the World Championship in Canada, 2008, he only outscored Heidfeld until the end of the year by 1 point. And in the other 2 years they were teammates, Heidfeld outscored him. Like, don't get me wrong, I like Robert, and his comeback story was very impressive. But, yeah, actually, I think a bit overhyped. Like, everybody's saying, oh, you know, he was going to beat Alonso at Ferrari. No, he wasn't. He could barely beat Nick Heidfeld. It just so happened that the 1 year BMW Sauber were at their best. He was the better driver.
Gap to the car ahead, 8.4 seconds.
But he has also won Le Mans. That's true. So, you know. Hey, good luck, Branson. I cannot afford a penalty now. If I got a 3-second penalty now, I would cry. Because that would be a podium evaporating. Which I believe has already happened this season. Yeah, back in Bahrain, didn't it? Rosberg. Controversial one. Well, I think this should be safe from Yuki, unless I do something stupid. Stop hitting that wall, please. Wait, I don't even have a fresh set of softs to the end. Didn't even realise that. Thank God there isn't a safety car. On to the last lap though here in Miami. I'm honestly happy we've made it this far. And it only took one VAR ruling as well.
I'm afraid we didn't quite meet our targets there, but don't worry about it. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus on the rest of this race.
Pace has fallen off towards the end. Even Yuki Tsunoda now starting to sniff around on this very last lap. As long as we keep Matt and DRS down the first back straight, we should be fine.
Push, push.
Should be okay here, but tyres are really falling off, and lines like that won't help us. Carlos Sainz, though, he's had a brilliant drive to P5 here, and he might just be able to defend George Russell and Verstappen on this last lap then. But Yuki, oh no, Yuki's gaining on me, chat. This isn't good. I've got next to no battery to defend him. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. No, Yuki, do not deny me another podium like you did in Bahrain.
Try to stay with them. They might make a mistake and we could still regain the position.
I mean, Yuki tried to turn in there, completely within his right to do so, but he should have just expected that one was going to be coming in. Don't know if I've given him front wing damage, but either way, Charles Leclerc, though, I think we have helped our teammate when all is said and done. One little battle with Lando Norris gave him the window he needed to run away towards the end. Through the final corner, Ferrari are finally going to be back on top this season. Charles Leclerc is going to win the Miami Grand Prix, just ahead of Lando Norris. Don't bottle the podium now, Matt. Through the final corner, Tsunoda still breathing down my neck. For the first time since Australia, we're going to return in P3.
Yes, and that's a podium. Excellent drive. The whole team have worked especially hard this weekend, and that, my friend, is a fantastic reward. Well done.
Yes, guys. Yes. Oh, I'm so happy with that, man. Thank you so much for the...
And Leclerc to the line,
strategy.
to the checkered flag. It's King Charles.
Well, there we go.
Today.
It's nice to hear
He
Lewis
wins.
actually happy inside this game. You know what? We'll take it. Like I said, for Miami as well, when you think how OP the AI can be here, I really thought this race was probably going to go worse than it has.
Brilliant stuff by them.
Double Ferrari
And,
podium.
excited to see what more they
We
can
love
do
to see it.
in
We
future
love to
races.
see it. Oh man, that is
It's been
so
a hard
tiring.
afternoon,
It's such a long
brilliant
weekend here on
racing,
100%.
But now it's time for some proper celebrations. The podium awaits.
Such a long event.
And who gets to take the top step of the podium? Yes, it is I, Leclerc. Charles Leclerc. on
Arguably
top.
Crofty's worst commentary gig inside this entire game, that one line about Leclerc, but we'll ignore that, because it's time to celebrate with the champagne. I think my graphics card is actually dying. Like, some of the weird artifacts and visual glitches I'm noticing are a little bit scary. And I don't have the money for a new graphics card, chat. I hope we're not in trouble. This will be our year.
After an event like that, who knows what the sport has in store for us next time out? Be sure to join us once again as we continue to bring you all the excitement of Formula One.
Well, there we are then. Charles Leclerc, race victory here tonight after 92 minutes of racing. 2 seconds the gap between him and Lando Norris. We come through, like I said, for our first podium since the season opener, just ahead of Tsunoda, Russell. Carlos Sainz unfortunately dropped down to P6 in the end, but still able to hold off Verstappen and Oscar Piastri there. Liam Lawson, a great drive to P9 after a disappointing sprint, and Andrea Kimi Antonelli rounds out your points finishes there. Further down the order, Jack Doohan and Lance Stroll both not making it through to the checkered flag. I don't actually know what Stroll did. Terminal damage, so Stroll did bin himself out on lap 17 as well. 2 track limits warnings for me, so luckily we didn't get a penalty either. But what does that do to our World Championship standings? Well, it means now Norris 3 points ahead of Tsunoda at the top of the table. Russell now ahead of Charles Leclerc as Verstappen goes from 1st to 5th overall this weekend. But you could make the legitimate argument there are 7 drivers with a shot at this championship right now, because even Oscar Piastri is still not a million miles away from the top step either. Stroll still ahead of Alonso. Liam Lawson back now ahead of Esteban Ocon, I believe, with that result, and Carlos Sainz. And still, yeah, just Bortoletto and Hadjar yet to score. Red Bull 25 clear of McLaren, but Ferrari, we make a big recovery this weekend. I think we could still be in the Constructors' Championship fight by the end of the season. Thank you all so much for watching, though. If you have enjoyed, please do make sure to leave a like, get yourself subscribed, and we'll be back very soon ready for the Emilia-Romagna Grand Prix, our first home race for Ferrari, and Imola is usually a good one for us.